Good morning. I was about to leave the house to catch the bus to downtown. And then I realized, why not make a video as I drink this beer that I copped last night. I do jump around from topics. I do want to touch bases on marijuana. I really want to touch base on marijuana. Because I'm in that situation where I've put in a lot of time and energy. A lot of headaches. When I say headaches, just not understanding something, or somebody not supporting me, or the system, the government with the rules, the laws, regulations. Headaches that we can never avoid, because you're always going to have your headaches. But I'm talking problems, situations, issues that should have been fixed. We should have moved on. We need to find a way to work with it, not avoid it. We're avoiding things. Avoiding is only going to create bigger issues. Like I've been feeling throughout my body, avoiding some issues. Shout out to my headache. I've been to 3 different dentists in about a year and a half. All 3 dentists said I need to pull a couple teeth. Other than that, everything looks fine. I'm getting this headache from the jaw when it's getting worse now, and it's like spreading throughout the jaw. And then this headache's like massively been attacking my head. I mean, there's half of the side of my head where it's so bad now I can't take it. I mean, I need my painkillers soon. I need those Vicodins, those Oxys, I think. I don't know what they are, but anyways, painkillers. Good stuff. This helps, but this isn't the best for your health. Thank goodness for organ transplants. Then we have legal states with each county, city regulating its own thing. Again, completely supportive. Though, what I don't understand a little bit, we all understand how serious and important THC, CBD, hemp, cannabis, the plant itself, what it can do, what it can show us, how strong it is, just a cover crop, if anything, how it works through soil, how it breaks soil down, makes it healthy. It makes no sense. From the 60s regulation with the government and sheriffs, the permits was the only thing that made a little bit sense. The 12, the 612, and then you had your 99. And again, the 99 was flower. So you had a lot of people that were able to really get into this industry and play around with plants. Because we were all waiting for our warnings, but we were all growing a little bit more than 99. Because 99 flower isn't veg, and veg is clones, this and that. So if you had your 99, we basically work with no limits. With that said, we've had 2 elections where we've tried to legalize this Prop 64. Now when we're talking legalize, we're talking an add-on to 215. Everyone can now smoke recreationally wherever they want. You can buy weed from wherever you want. Do what you guys got to do, but bottom line, if you don't show the government you're making a little money, your taxes, this and that, you're not going to be getting nowhere in life. So the main thing we really wanted to do within the recent 2 elections, of at least me 8 years growing under this Prop 215, We wanted to clean things up a little bit. We wanted to now be able to show this black market money, that we weren't able to really show. Not really, we were not able to show it unless it was cash. Well, you can't show the government cash, but that's the only way the transactions work, was cash. You couldn't write somebody a check for $100,000 for 10 pounds of some top shelf bud and then go take that $100,000 and go buy a house with it. That was not possible. So we finally are now becoming legal, getting these corporations accepted, not even dialed in. We're accepting it finally. Nothing's in effect yet. We're just now accepting it. Applications. Nothing's went through yet. Well, they're working on it. They've got these, fine lines, and really the money talks. So now we're coming down to this battle. The sheriffs that have finally let it go into the hands of cultivators, where the cultivators have been trying to only progress this. Well, patients, the big caregivers, the big dispensaries, the big money people have been pushing this. Let's legalize it. We finally crossed that border. It's finally legal. We can now show paper for it. We can now show money on paper. Now, this can't be the government doing this, because the government doesn't even understand what is going on. So the ones that have finally had the money to help push this through, that are the legal ones now, running the show, talking to you. You have to realize what you're slowing down. You're only creating a big disaster. It's kind of like you're against the world with this, let's say, holy spiritual water that only a few know how to drink or want to drink it or understand when to drink it or this and that, and you're trying to keep it away from so many. Holy water that can be started in anybody's backyard. They don't have to dig too deep. All they need is to sprinkle a little extra water to make that holy water start growing. Holy water reference to marijuana. Not that it's some holy plant or anything, but let's just keep it on that level where we finally have the opportunity to milk this holy water that is its own mood stabilizer. It might help people get off pills, might have people have less addictions, might just be the next commodity. This holy water, let's say, creates material, wood, paper, auto parts. Let's say it's some kind of way of energy, movement. I mean, God have mercy. So this now holy water that we can now produce, finally, without the government intruding. Now the big box is trying to control it when they don't understand that we need to just let this holy water go and do its thing. And now let's have like a world, some way of, well, when I say world, Sacramento world. It could be Sacramento West Coast world. I mean, I don't know what the world is going to be like. I don't want to say, let's move to Africa and change the third world country into a first world and put casinos there and cities and this and that. I'm not talking about next few hundred century changes, if this world's even around. I doubt it's going to go anywhere. This world's pretty big and pretty strong. And we see craters in this beautiful world and the moon. So it's not like that did any disaster. Maybe the solar system, the circulations, I know that's changing a little bit. But even if the world, let's say, had another ice age. I mean, the world has its cycles. Just like seasons, same thing with centuries. The world's going to go through something. I think everything goes through something. So we're in that state where maybe the moon all of a sudden is going to start growing trees. And I don't know how that's even going to work. Kidding, joking. I don't think that's even possible. Because the moon circulates around the earth, and the earth is the main, planet around the solar system. The solar system's within around the sun, and the sun is in the center. It all works together. Anyways, I'm not that smart. I sound sometimes like it. Because education is beautiful, whether you want to learn or not, whether you're born to learn or not. Education is beautiful. And this is kind of where I'm at right now, where You could either have a secretive world of very smart people that are only going to teach a few, or we're going to just unleash this private schooling, let everybody get their hands on it, and let itself funnel down and clean itself up. Does that make any sense? Let things organize on its own, because garbage finds garbage. Does that make any sense? Negative energy finds negative energy. So with that said, I'm a little bit frustrated that I've already done my job. It's not that I'm trying. And it's not that I, when I say done my job, have done the education or have the seeds or have the plants. I've got product. Enough product for myself for several years. Clean, nice, sugar. Not even flour, sugar. Yes, there's shake with the seeds that I still got to separate. Bottom line, my whole thing for the recent 4 or 5 years that we've been growing was to understand the plant, understand how it works, understand how to grow it quicker, better, stronger, understand what goes into this whole industry, understand the corporation side, understand the cities, understand the soil, understand a little bit of the concept of how this world's going to be moving and working. Because my father's corporational, what do you call it? Run-ins, I guess. Just wasn't solid enough. And right now, I am not motivated to really farm at the moment. But it's one of those things where I've done my job. Now it's enjoying it, watching it grow, laying the drip system down, giving it the right foods, reading the plants, understanding how it's growing, having, whether it's the money that I've saved up to buy the seeds or the clones, or whether I've had enough time, energy, concept, genetics. I mean, this isn't just me A, B, C, and here's your D. This is fine breeding for years. And you know what's the best part about all this? I didn't have no loan. I'm not bragging right now. I'm just saying we fight against, I don't want to say the waves, but you hear me, when things are just pushing, we're still going through and not letting it go down. It's not funny. It wasn't easy. And that's why I'm so done, because what I did was to save my life. That was the only reason I kept fighting. And not that I'm scared of giving up my life. It was more of, there was nobody else to replace it. I'm looking at all this garbage, and I'm like, man, if I go, this world helpless. So that's kind of the situation I'm in. Is like, man, I speak fluent Russian. I've got all this knowledge, wisdom. I grew up in a private educational Christian, very religious system, let's say, call it. And man, seeing a little bit of different sides, it's so cool. It's so cool. It really is. It's so amazing. It's so nice. Who isn't going to be frustrated? I mean, you can burn your eggs for breakfast and be mad. Cheers. It's a little bit of my frustration. Popo, Sheriff, Law, Feds. I know your eyes have been watching. Obviously, you understand I'm only 28 years old. I had a dead dad. I left behind an insurance company back when I was 14, 15. Then through high school, instead of playing basketball like I wanted to, free ride, scholarship, any D2 in all of West Coast. D3, all over probably the world. D1, I was getting there. I just didn't have the muscles. I was getting pushed around a little bit. Long story short, let that go. And it wasn't for a high school sweetheart. It was for a high school sweetheart. Excuse me. But that, uh, man, I don't want to say it changed my life, and I don't want to say it saved my life. What if it changed my life, and sooner or later, maybe everybody else is around our lives, everybody else in this world, and then it saved the world? What if this, I don't want to put myself on that pedestal, but what if this could possibly be saving the world? When I say saving the world, you regulators need to regulate your little world. Do you hear me? Nobody should be disrespected in this world. I understand soldiers get out of control or out of order, but there's things that are way out of line, gentlemen. And there is some evil, evil females. So, as much as I trust, oh God, as much as I trust, I get it. All I gotta do is flash some money. 'Cause I've been trying to preach it. I've been trying to preach it for I don't know how long now. But it's like, man, that don't work unless you have some money, or unless people are knowing that something's going on, he's about to have some power, or there's something that's just about to be great, amazing. Other than that, man, the story hasn't changed. Nothing has changed. I might have matured a little bit more. Not being too wild, but man, people gotta understand that being wild isn't bad. And it's how you're being wild. Being outgoing, being a little different, paying attention. God have mercy. There's I just don't understand it. I've never seen anybody like me, and we're all different. So I understand where some are like, man, what is wrong with you? But at the same time, it's like, God have mercy. When you start paying attention, he's all there. Way above. I guess yesterday was the main proof to myself that I do have self-control. With a group of 15-year-olds, I'm just with my headphones on a light rail, just listening to music. They're getting on and rowdying. There's like 7 of them. 3, 4 girls, 3, 4 boys, something like that. The girl brushes my hair, and then the dude pulls, yanks hard on my bun. It's funny because last year, exactly May 31st, the last day of my bus pass from ARC last year, I got mugged. I got hit. I was a little bit under the influence, I'm not gonna lie, and they hit me from the back, and they didn't hit me hard. It was a kid. That's why I knew it was a kid, some little kid. But it wasn't. Long story short, they got my wallet. Wallet had no money, this and that. But man, now I got even more pain ever since that hit from last year, because I've been having issues with my head already. Long story short, yesterday, maybe that was the same crowd. That just shows how evil souls can be when they're under the wrong raising. Why would you want your child to learn how to fight or be a fighter? That's naturally born in them. That's just natural instinct. Like a killer can kill, it's natural instinct. Now, teaching your child to maybe clean guns or shoot, be on point with triggers, Man, kill some birds for all I care. Having that hunter's instinct. Again, why would you want your kid to be learning to, like, fight with you, like bad fighting? There's good fighting, there's sport fighting, but you know what I mean. So there's a few things where I see parents doing, and then they wonder, well, they don't even fucking care. Then we wonder, why are there children in juvenile halls that are so special in their own ways? They just have no self-control. They don't know any other way. The Marines won't help them. The Army won't help them. What is it going to do forcing anything on anyone? So long story short, it's kind of like a tree growing, and we can manipulate the tree. You can push it, tie it down, chop it. I mean, God have mercy. We can do so many things to a plant, forcing it, where if we just did it naturally, it would actually enjoy it, do better, all around better. Mother Nature. So we can't change even the 15-year-olds, the 20-year-olds. Prison's not going to do anything. I see you beautiful, I'm not going to say dummy, retarded fuck-ups that wish learned how to read, if anything. Or like fucking recording machines, repeating everything. It's fucking ridiculous. And it's nobody's fault. We want to educate. We want to talk. We want to say something new, different, smart. But we can't because the education wasn't there. The ears are all there. I'm sure everybody's listening one way or another. But without the education, you're going to miss it. You're not going to understand it. You're going to mess up one way or another. And if really you're just not there mentally, you were just born to be a slave, like we all are one way or another, just pulling a trigger and taking somebody's life just to move up in this area, place, world, you're only hurting human race, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you bought yourself some time. Yeah, you might have got another chain. I'm glad your diamonds look nice. But what you're doing right now is what Hitler did. And Stalin. They got the cream of the crop with that first round. From history, what they're saying, they didn't even know what was going on for the first round. They rounded them up. Took them out to the woods. Took everyone. The best of the best went first. I'm sure they did that a couple rounds till rumors started getting around. Sad history repeats itself. It's like one of those things where, we're hearing the Titanic. This is sickening. This is so sick. This is just wrong. Oh God. Bottom line for this video, the season's almost here. I mean, the season's been here. I could have had my first. You have a crop from like March till Mayish. End of April, that 2-month crop, March to April. And then you got your outdoor season starting up about middle of May, end of May, first week of June, till you harvest middle of October. So now it's time to put the clones in the ground, the bushes in the ground, the seeds in the ground, and do our thing. So anyways, I wanted to put a video up, another one, get this uploaded. I guess in a way of, what do you call it? I guess my insurance policy in a way on this channel. So there's no miscommunications like with my father. I put him as one of the most successful Russian in this city. The fastest speed anybody could ever witness. With no language or education. Fresh off the boat. New images of what business he wants to master in these situations. Passions are climbing. Valley ain't dying. It's who we are, systems fostering and caring. Adopted moments, tragic forming, because we can't let bad vibes get in our sides. As we wish forever, stories hold us, not like the devil. Good energy vibes, Satan ain't for us. Though the Jesus ride, the safe surf side, as us humans living this life to cherish. Knowing those levels are in every little devil, as these souls live forever. We cherish who we are, as a third fell from the stars, following the wrong master. It's over.